Which geometric figures can you identify in this picture? In this lesson, you will learn how to identify points, rays, lines, and line segments by observing their characteristics. We classify shapes based on specific characteristics. We can classify shapes by sides. In a triangle, there are 3 sides. A square has 4 sides. And a pentagon has 5 sides. Geometric figures exist all around us. Nib of a pencil can be called a point. Light from the sun is called a ray. A horizon could be called a line, and each side of a desk could be called a line segment. A point is an exact location in a space. Remember, tip of a pencil can be called as a point. We can label points anywhere on a paper. We can also label points anywhere on a shape. A line is a straight path of points that goes on and on in 2 directions. Think of an horizon. We can call this line AB with a little line above it. We can also label it as BA. A line segment is part of a line with 2 end points. Remember your desk? You have 4 line segments on top of your desk. Look at this line segment here. It has 2 points. They are also called end points because that's where the line ends, X, Y. So we can call this line segment XY or label it YX. Doesn't matter what order. Look at this triangle. We have A, B, C. This line segment can be called AB or BA. This line segment can be called AC or CA. And this can be called BC or CB. A ray is part of a line that starts at one end point and continues on forever in one direction. Remember, the sunlight starts at one end point and goes on and on in one direction. Now think of a flashlight. Look at this ray. We have an end point X and a point Y. While labeling the ray, we have to start at the end point first, then any other point after that. We call this ray XY. Take a look at this figure. That ray, we call it BC. And this ray, we call it BD. Now let's summarize everything we learned with this chart. Now for a point, it could be any letter. We can call it point A, point B, point E. And it looks like this. For line, we can label any 2 letters we want as ST or TS. We call the line ST or TS, and it might look like this. A line segment we label AB or BA. Doesn't matter what letters you choose. We call it line segment AB or line segment BA, and it might look like this. For ray, it has to start with an end point first and then any point after that. We call it ray EF, and it looks like this. A common misunderstanding: thinking that lines or rays are actually line segments because of how they are labeled. Look at this line segment as two endpoints. This is a line segment. Now this is a ray because it has only one endpoint. And this we would call line. It has no endpoints. What geometric term is this? This is a point. What geometric term is this? This is a line. What geometric term is this? We call this a line segment. What geometric term is this? This is called a ray. It has only one endpoint. In this lesson, you learned how to identify point, line segment, and ray by observing their characteristics.